got me good that time, dude. Have you been practicing without me? No, I'm good. Beat the computer up for a while. Yeah, you're right. I've definitely been a little distracted. Yeah, I'm just not sure how to explain it. It's only a matter of life or death, the fate of the universe, that kind of thing. I'm serious. For once in my life. If you could just bear with me and listen and maybe take it seriously too. Okay, so you remember the day we met way back in middle school? Some kids on the playground were making fun of me for reading, you chased them off, and guarded me for the next 3 days at recess too? I'll never forget that. You went to bat for me without a thought, and now I'm gonna do it for you. Technically for everyone, but mostly for you. I need to be honest with you, man. I'm not actually from here. Not just from another state or another country. Not from this planet. My world is long gone. A distant star lost to the sowers of the calamity. The Calamitas. My people were a lot like you humans, trying to make contact with the rest of the universe, but the Calamitas were the ones who found us first. They invaded us and enslaved us. After a few years, there was a rebellion. My parents were part of it. 5 of our strongest warriors called upon an ancient power to fight this evil, and for a time they really did it. They saved so many people. They sabotaged so many of the aliens' plans. Of course, nothing good lasts forever. One of them betrayed the group. He sold them all out, and for what? They probably killed him anyway. They killed everyone else. But the ancient powers weren't lost. They were, as they'd always been, contained in 5 crystals. The one on my necklace is part of that bunch. Anyway, the Calamitas didn't know about the crystals, or never asked the trader about them, so they just left them behind. My sister and I were sneaking along to see what our parents were getting up to. We were both at the base that day when the bomb went off. I'm the only one who survived. In the middle of the wreckage, I reached desperately for something, anything that would remind me of the people who were lost, and when I grabbed Dad's crystal, it did this weird resonance thing. I fell into a trance where I communed with the ancient powers. They said they had a mission for me, to find others out there who can fight. Find others out there who can win against this evil. So I gathered up the rest of the crystals, Mom's and the 2 others, and I tried to run away. The last crystal stayed with that fucking traitor, wherever he was. I stole a ship and let autopilot take over. Earth's coordinates were already pre-programmed in, so I guess it was always supposed to be their next target. This planet is full of resources the Calamitas need, even with all that humans have done to destroy it themselves. It was kind of horrible when I first arrived. Even with my visions, I didn't want to believe such a self-sabotaging species could be capable of wielding the Ancients' powers. But, the Ancients knew something about humans that I didn't. You're a resilient species, and you never give up. If anyone is going to defeat the Calamitas, it's humanity. I wasn't really reading that day on the playground. I was watching you and trying to be stealthy about it. There was something about you. I'm really glad I was able to meet you, and I'm proud to have grown up with you, because now I can give you one of these crystals with confidence. Based on the files I read in the ship that I stole, we have a few more days before the Calamitas fleet arrives. They'll probably circle around in orbit a little, just watching. Then they'll send their scouts down, monsters who are gonna stop at nothing to cause chaos unless you stop them first. Unless we stop them first. Earth needs us, and more than me, it needs you. I know it sounds crazy, I know I sound crazy, but I promise I'll answer any questions you have, and I'll... That's your sticking point? You know I'm adopted, dumbass. I just forged a few medical records and altered my DNA so I could look human. What, like, genetic modification is hard? Look, if you're having trouble believing me, I guess I could always transform and show you. Not back to my real self, that's something I abandoned a long time ago. With the power of the crystals, we can take on the appearances of the heroes of old, inheriting their titles and their powers. So, okay, stand back. Time to transform! Ancients, I call upon thee. With a flash that illuminates the darkness, transform into legend. Crystal, engage! My crystal is yellow, hero of sincerity, appearing before you to mete out justice. So what do you think? Kinda cool, right? Oh my god, stop laughing. It's all part of the process. Yes, even the poses. The poses are the most important part. Maybe yours will be different. Maybe yours will be dumber. You heard me. Catch. This red crystal belonged to the hero of valor. It was my mom's. She was... Red was always the team leader. As much as I wanted to inherit her crystal, Dad's was the one that called out to me first. I was really bummed about it, too. I thought, as the person to rescue the crystals in the first place, didn't I deserve to be the leader? The person with the most experience against the Calamitas, who knew firsthand what horrible things they'd bring in their wake? Didn't I deserve more than to watch my parents die? But you're special. You're the kind of person who always stands up for what's right, even when the odds are against you. I always knew you'd end up resonating with Red ever since I met you. Ever since you saved me. You taught me what it was to believe in friendship, and I think that's one of the strongest forces humanity has to fight with. I'd hope we maybe would have made a few more friends over time. My vision was only clear about you. Short of taking the crystals with me everywhere to see if they reacted to anyone, there's not much that can be done. We have the pink crystal for the hero of love and black for the hero of honor, but blue's wisdom is missing. But we can start to fight anyway. You and me. We might not have the same power as a full team, but I think we'll be in perfect sync. We'll find the rest of our destined comrades soon. We have to. So what do you think? You're holding that crystal really tightly. Want to hold it up and try transforming?